What's up, healers? You know I cannot stop shaking my you-know-what when that song comes on. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Ashley. We are going to get right into business because I want to make sure I respect everyone's time that's on the replay and watching this live. But check this out. We are giving away some goodies right now, okay? If you share this, I want you to drop the word shared into the chat. And I want you to tag one of your friends that are in network marketing because I'm going to be giving away 10 of my Messy to Millions signed copies. And I'm going to write a special little note in there for you. So all you have to do is share this and tag one of yours. I love it. Leah said shared. They're already on it. They're already on it. They're ready. They're like, I'm good. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Perfect. So that's what we're going to do for the giveaway today. And we're specifically going to be speaking to those of you that are making 5 figures. Now, if you're like, I'm not making 5 figures a month, that's okay. I still want you to stay on because you need to hear this. But I'm going to shock you guys with some of the questions that I'm going to ask one of my mentors, Eric Worre. Now, for those of you that don't know, I have the honor of being close and friends with this human, but also he was someone who coached me to 7 figures in network marketing. And he didn't even know he coached me to 7 figures in network marketing. I actually saw him back in 2012 on the YouTube and ended up following him, going to his events, and eventually joining his 6 and 7 figure mastermind. And I'm honored that I get to ask him the truth, the real questions that I know you are thinking in your head when it comes to how do I scale to 6-figure months? How do I scale to a 7-figure income? Is that really possible? Drop a 1 in the chat if you're like, is that really possible? What does that even look like, especially with everything that's going on in the network marketing world right now? Can it still happen? So help me welcome to the stage, Eric Worre.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? How are you? Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn a different light on. Hold on.
Perfect. While you guys are jumping on, tag one of your friends because we are doing some giveaways. I think I shared the wrong link. That's probably why people are jumping on the studio. That's probably why. How do I lock it? Hi, Shelby.
All right, better.
Yeah. Oh, look at you. By the way, you're looking fantabulous. I just want to put that out.
I'm working on it.
No, legit. You have completely transformed, and it's inspiring to watch because you know what? At the end of the day, you took control of your health and you're loud about it, and I love it.
I'm trying to reverse age.
Can we? Yes, all of us. Please.
Yeah, I can show you pictures. It's frightening. Pictures that you want me to show you? I'll text you a picture right now of me 31 years ago.
Look, Heather said he looks like a totally different human. I know.
31 years. I'm going to send you this picture. Hold on. This was an event that I was hosting with Jim Rohn. And I want you to imagine I chose this photo. So this is me 30 years ago.
Stop it, you guys. You guys.
I look like a bank manager. I think I look older, don't you?
You definitely look like a bank manager. And you were just attached to the little bit of hair that was stuck.
Yeah, right? Just holding on for dear life.
I told that to my husband too, same thing. I said, baby, you look better bald. Please.
Yeah, man. Just let it go.
That is insane. Congrats.
Thanks.
Reversing aging. Amen. I feel like we're all obsessed with that for a reason. Jennifer goes, who is that man?
Yeah, right?
We don't know. He no longer exists. You completely
different.
Changed your identity.
Thank you. Thank you. We're working on it. It's a battle.
All right. So let's get into the goods.
Let's go.
Am I frozen?
You were for a second. I think you're good now.
I think I'm frozen. Am I back?
You're there. You're good. Check.
Oh, okay. So let's talk really quick about this. I had actually a six-figure earner ask me this question. And I was like, let me just ask him directly. So she says she's already maxed out with her time, energy, and her emotions. She's terrified that if she scales to seven figures, it means losing herself or her family. So how does she build to seven without resenting the business and like losing her family over it?
Well, I'm going to take a different approach to this answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me tell you the good and the bad and the ugly of our business. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is a leader conversation. But it's a conversation that we all need to be aware of. Network marketing, I think we can all agree that it's an amazing vehicle. It is available, it's accessible, it's flexible, it can scale, there's support, there's leverage. It's been around since 1945. It's highly regulated. There's a lot of consumer protections. There's 100, just so you know, for reference, there's 100 million people approximately involved, doing about 200 billion a year in sales. If you take an average commission payout of say 40%, that's $80 billion a year being paid out in commissions. That's 200 million every day. $200 million being paid to somebody every day. Okay. And then tomorrow, another 200 million. The next day, another 200 million. Every single day, year round. So I think we'd all agree it's great. But what I hear about this is I'm maxed out. The question is why? Why are you maxed out? And I'm going to answer that question. And for those that are in the chat, I'd like a little audience participation with this part of it would be interesting. But we like to well, let me ask you this. Is building your network marketing business easy or hard? Put a 1 in the chat if it's easy, 2 in the chat if it's hard. Which one? Be honest. I know there's a delay in what we see in this in our stream versus what's happening in real time. But what would you say, Marina?
I would say there's times that it's easier and there's times that it's hard. For sure, both.
Here's what I would say. There's no form of it that's easy.
Yeah.
Real life, there's no form that's easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just hard. It will push you in every possible way. Anybody who says it's easy, show me your check and show me how much your check is growing. How much duplication do you have? How many leaders do you have developed? How much freedom do you have? The person who's making $10,000 a month. Is it easy? Well, can they walk away? Is it going to grow without them?
That part.
Can they turn an income into a business? Really? How much of this is dependent not on them, right? But what do we tell our prospects? It's easy.
Yep.
So we tell them it's easy and it's not. So when you add that to a low price of entry, we chase people out of our business by setting expectations that can't really be met. And that puts us all on a hamster wheel that we don't need to be on. It's not credible to say that it's easy.
Yeah.
Especially with a low price of entry. Let me ask another question. Now, this is a little bit, I'm going to step on some toes with this one. Put a 1 in the chat if it's simple. We'd like to say, well, it's not easy, but it's simple. Put a 2 in the chat if it's complicated. Simple or complicated? 1 or 2? There's almost always a few extra 1s in this question.
Yeah.
And here's what I would tell you. It is simple until you add people to it.
Yeah.
It's not simple. Sorry, it's not. You just asked a question about a person who's maxed out and scared about growing their business. You know why? Let me ask it a different way. Put a 7 in the chat if you've ever been overwhelmed trying to grow your network marketing business. That'll let you know. Why are you overwhelmed? Because it's so simple? No, you're overwhelmed because it's complicated. You got to deal with recruiting. You got to deal with sales. You got to deal with objections and questions. You got to deal with duplication. You have to deal with leadership. You got to lead yourself. You got to manage your family. You got to balance your personal life and your business life. You have to be able to create boundaries. You have to be able to get people to show up for events. You've got to train people on the skills. You've got to keep people consistent. You've got to, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You tell me it's simple? It ain't simple.
But it's a business in a box, Eric.
Oh, yes, business in a box. It's simple and it's easy. Look, we tell people the product sells itself. We tell people it's simple. We tell people it's easy. We tell people build it once, have it for forever. We tell people join to get financial and time freedom. And we don't tell them that there's a price you have to pay before you get to have the time and financial freedom. You're going to actually go backwards on time and financial freedom in the short term while you're trying to get to the long term. That's the truth. And the truth is good enough. I mean, we don't need to exaggerate what it is. It's better and more credible if we say it's hard, but it's worth it. Okay. Now, I promise you I'm going to answer this question that you asked from this leader, but here's how I'm going to answer it. The reason why she's maxed out at her 5 figures a month or whatever it is, 6 figures a year, why she's maxed out is because the 100 million people are involved in network marketing, yes?
Yeah.
Every year, 80 million of them quit. 80 million. And they're replaced by another 80 million who join.
Churn rate.
80%. So now apply that to a group of 100 people instead of 100 million. You add 100 people to your group, 80% of, now when I say quit, they don't storm away and resign and make a big fuss. They just go from active to inactive. They just on switch to off switch. They go from ordering to not ordering. That's it. So a person has a group of 100 that's building a business, 80% of them go inactive, 80 of them disappear, but we're good at recruiting, so we replace them with another 80. And we're like, when can we get a break? My group's about the same as it was. You know, when can I slow down? When can I start? Well, part of it is you got a hole in the bottom of the bucket. No matter how much water you're pouring in the top, it's pouring out the bottom. Now, this is not a network marketing problem. This is an us problem. The way we sell this is the problem. So here's the thing. What if, to your friend, what's her name that asked this question?
That one was Fanique.
Fanique. So Fanique, here's what I'm going to tell you. What if instead of losing 80 out of 100 per year, you lost 40 out of 100?
Got it.
And you still added another 80 like you're normally doing. Now, a year from today, instead of having 100, you have 140. The next year, you got 200. You've doubled your business in 2 years. And you could double it again 2 years after that. And you could count on it. You could depend on it. Now, you don't have to, you can build a life you don't need a vacation from. You can build a business you don't need a vacation from. You can have, you know what I found people are happiest? Their income's just growing. It doesn't have to be a lot. It's just a little more this month than it was last month. And they're just like super happy. And the next month, it's just a little bit more. And the next month, it's just a little bit more. And they're just like, hey, life is good. And they can amp it up if they feel like it. And they can get there quicker. But they have a business, not an income. Some of you have an income, not a business. And here's how you can measure, do you have an income or do you have a business? What percentage of your income last month, October, came from your team without any of your involvement? Take you away. You went to Mars for a vacation and you were not reachable for the month. What percentage of your income came from your team? Not you.
You're asking me?
Anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah.
For you, you're probably 99%, right?
Absolutely.
And that's when you know you have a business, when you've built it up to, something up in the 90s, where you're only actively engaged, like Leone says, 0. Well, you probably have an income. You're good at selling, but you haven't built a business yet, and that's okay. You have a job inside of network marketing, great. But now we need to turn it into a business, right? And the only way we turn it into a business that lasts is we have to have a higher and higher percentage of our increasing check coming from our team and not from ourselves.
I feel like that shift happened like 2020 massively, because in 2012 this was the conversation of network marketing. It wasn't oh, it's easy, oh, go sell 10,000 yourself. I don't even think I ever got a customer in 2012, 2013, because that wasn't the framework. That wasn't what we were taught. And then 2020 is when, like, all of a sudden it became sell 500,000 yourself. Like, that blows my mind.
I'm good.
They can't.
And as influencers, guess what?
Yeah.
They have an income, but don't think that that's a business just because you dump it into network marketing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still on you. Nothing wrong with it. Take the money.
Yeah. But it's not going to, but you can't count that money.
Don't set your lifestyle to that income.
Ever.
Set your lifestyle to what's coming from your team, not from what's coming from yourself.
You guys, did you hear that? Lifestyle from team, not from yourself. I think I've literally had a conversation with a top leader today, and she's like, all of a sudden, 6 months, I went from having my biggest paycheck ever to literally being like, it's maybe a third of it. And I'm like, on your team? And she's like, no, from what I'm selling. And I'm like, oh God, no.
Algorithms are going to change. Rules and policies are going to change. Your reach is going to change. AI is going to change. All different things are going to change. What we have a leverage opportunity, but we have to turn it into a leverage opportunity.
Yeah.
And that doesn't automatically happen. That is consciously done. You want to know, I'll give you a really interesting thing, Marina, and for your audience. There's 2 important days in your network marketing career. The day you join and the day you decide that you're going to go to the top. And they're often not the same day.
True.
So do me a favor, put into the chat, what was the day you joined? And when did you first join network marketing? Say, you know what, I found this business model, I'm gonna go. When did you first join?
March 11th, 2012 was mine.
Wow, cool.
I know. I remember the day.
My birthday.
Is that your birthday for real?
Birthday for real. Well, not 2012, but yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, right?
Maybe.
Doing that Benjamin Button stuff.
Yeah.
And now, next question. How many months did it take before you made the decision to say, you know what, I'm going to do this? How many months? Approximately.
Mine was about 5.
5 months?
Yeah.
So
5
for the rest of you, how many months did it take you before you said, you know what, I'm going to do it? I'm doing this for real. I'm going to actually make it happen. I'm going to smash, right? I'm not going to be stopped. So out of the gate, sometimes it's right away. For those who say it's right away, here's what's annoying. Here's what I know about people who make the decision right away. They're annoyed at the rest of the world because what is wrong with everybody? Because everybody else should see it just like I see it. But in truth, I mean, if I had to come up with an average, it's probably a year.
Yeah.
For a person to, like, you know, you're wandering in the wilderness for a while and then something happens. You attend an event or your life changes or whatever. Jessica says 2 years. Person 1 month after I joined, 6 months, whatever. So if this is true, and this is true, there is a moment for everybody if they hang around long enough where something changes. They get hit by lightning. Bam. And they say, okay, I'm gonna do it. You know, think about your great leaders on your team. At some point, they had this moment. Lori's was after 20 years of dabbling. You just never know. Right? So if that's true, and it is, what's our job? Really? Our job is to keep people around until they can make that decision.
Wow.
Our job is about buying time. So I had a mentor early tell me, here's the secret to building an empire. Get people to stay for 90 more days. I'm like, what? That can't be the secret. He said, no, it's really the secret. I said, come on. Tell me the truth. That sounds like a slogan. That doesn't sound like it's real. He said, no, for real. He said, is there something that you can do that would cause a person to stay actively engaged with you at whatever level for 90 more days? What can you do? I could do a whole bunch of things. Okay, great. And I said, fine, let's say I do that. What do I do after 90 days? And he looked at me like I was the stupidest person ever. He says, you get them to stay another 90 days. I'm like, huh. Really? So here's the thing. For your 6-figure a year earner friend, you got to take that 80% that was going to go inactive and get them to stay a little while longer. And wait for lightning to strike. Stay a little while longer. Wait for them to get mad. Stay a little while longer and attend an event that changes their life. Stay a little while longer and see an example of somebody else winning and they say, well, why not me? Stay a little while longer, and when they get disrespected at their job, they say, well, you know what? I'm connected with this company. I'm going to go do it at this company instead of working for this person that won't respect me. You got to be in the game in order to be able to make the decision. So it's just like, wow. I'll give you a stat. Crazy stat. The crazy stat is this. If you take a person's sign-up month plus 90 days, so that would be November plus 90 days, March 1st. If they don't earn any money with your company in that period of time, the retention of that group of people will be 20% approximately. Big data. Not exactly with your company, whatever, but that's true across network marketing.
Yeah.
80% will just go inactive. And I like to say, they don't make a big stink, but they're just not on the Zooms, and they used to be ordering. Now they're not ordering, and now they're not calling you, and now they're not checking in, and now they're not at the events and all that stuff. They're still show up in your back office. They're still a qualified distributor, but they've stopped being active. Okay. If that same group of people earn $1 between now and March 1st from your company, just a single dollar, the retention goes from 20% to 74%. So it doesn't take much. It Think about how you can buy time. Help somebody in your team make a friend. That'll buy you a month.
Hmm.
Have them get a little bit of training. That'll buy you a couple weeks. Have them get an incredible product result. That might buy you 60 days. Have them attend an event. Maybe you buy 90 days from an event. If they rank advance, if they earn an income, right? If they get recognized in some form or fashion, just a little bit of recognition might buy you 3 weeks.
Hmm.
Just one Zoom call encouraging people and staying in touch, a conversation might buy you another 2 weeks. Our whole game is buying time until they can make a decision. You already have the tools to do it.
Wow.
But we're so focused on the next person to bring in, the next customer, the next distributor, that we forget about the one that already came in.
Hmm.
And that's what puts the pressure on our business, that makes it feel like we can never take a break.
Hmm.
That's what makes it feel like, if I go any farther, my family's going to break in half. Well, you just got to pay attention to that existing group, just like you're paying attention to the new group. So, yeah, that's some basic, like a little bit of a mindset shift.
Yeah.
In order to be able to, I want you to have something that lasts,
Yeah.
not just an income. Because look, what's crazy? I've helped over 1,000 people make $1 million a year in our business. And I would love to tell you that they're all still earning it.
That part.
But you know why they're not? They didn't really build a business. They never solved the retention problem. They never even paid attention to it. They don't even think it's their job. They brought them in. Now, the product should keep them, or the company should keep them, or the system should keep them. No, we got to keep them. So our job is buying time. Crazy, right? If you can help somebody develop skills, help somebody develop skills.
Yeah.
Put something in the chat that you're really great at. So anything. What's one thing in the chat that you're really great at? What's one thing, Marina, that you're really great at outside of network marketing?
I am great at shopping, but we won't use that as an example. Let's
say you're great at shopping. I don't care.
I'm really great at shopping.
Like what kind of shopping?
Like finding something that's on sale. Like if I find something that's a Gucci, or I find something that's I don't know, whatever. Sephora, I can find it somewhere on sale.
Yes. So you can maximize your dollars and still get what you want.
Correct.
Right.
That sounds better.
Why are you confident of that thing? Because you learned the skill of doing it. You weren't confident without the skill.
No.
You got the skill first. You learned as you went. You got the skill, and that gave you confidence, which gives you motivation to go do it. You're not insecure about it. You got a formula, you can go figure it out. So whether it's, Elizabeth is an artist, why is she an artist? Because she developed the skill of art. Right? So the same thing's true in our business. If you give people skills of how to build a network marketing business, it will give them confidence. And when they have confidence, they'll take more action. And when they take more action, they get better results. And when they get results, it makes them want to learn more skills. But you know what we do? We say, don't worry about the skills. Just plug into the system.
Ooh, that part.
Just plug into the system.
Just plug into the system. It's okay. Don't worry.
We do it all for you.
We do it all for you.
Yeah, and the system is there to help to start.
Yeah.
But you don't want to stay dependent. No. At some point, you need to become strong enough to be able to say, I know I know how to do what is necessary to build a business. So,
Like,
yeah.
this popped into my head. So when I first started in network marketing, I was groomed in my first 90 days to be able to do a presentation with a whiteboard in front of guests, usually just a bunch of distributors that showed up because our guests never showed up in the beginning. But I remember almost vomiting before I had to do this presentation. I had never done one before. Like I used to be a girl that literally worked in bars. Now I'm going to do a presentation with an S curve, right? But here's what I was so bad for so long, and now I can do a presentation in my sleep.
Yep.
Tell me the product, tell me the opportunity, tell me how much someone's going to make, and I can put a story around it and I can present. And I feel like there is no presenting in network marketing that's being taught.
Oh, no, here's what happened. Here's what happened. Same thing with me. I went through the same process you went through.
Yeah.
If you think about any professional sport, there's like a farm team. Mm-hmm. There's a developmental league underneath that, and then underneath that, and underneath that, and underneath that, and underneath that. Okay, let's say you start with gymnastics and you want to go to the Olympics. The Olympics is the pinnacle, but then there's people who qualify at a national level. Then there's people who qualify at a regional level, and you got little girls and little boys at 4 years old doing their gymnastics, right? So the whole developmental system is there to have those Olympic athletes, the very few who represent a country. Okay? Well, we got tricked with social media and the pandemic.
There you go.
And tricked into thinking that nobody wanted to get face-to-face anymore. Nobody wanted to do live meetings anymore. Nobody wanted to get together anymore. Our farm team used to be us doing presentations in a hotel room or in the back of a restaurant or in our living rooms. And then we said, oh, we can just do it on Zoom. And the farm team got wiped out because all the superstars, all the Olympic athletes were the only ones doing presentations. Nobody else had to rent a room. Nobody else had to set it up. Nobody else had to figure out the display. Nobody else had to buy name badges and markers. Nobody else had to have a sign-in sheet. Nobody had to figure out their slides and their presentation. Nobody had to practice their story. So now we have the Olympic athletes and then this huge gap. The farm team was wiped out since pandemic. And now it's being rebuilt because people are realizing face-to-face is smashing. In addition to social, it's smashing. For physical face-to-face, it's smashing. But mostly for what it will cause you to learn and grow. If you weren't driven to the point of nausea of getting ready to do that presentation, you wouldn't be where you're at right now.
No.
Everybody thinks they could just sit there, scroll and click buttons and build a real business that lasts. Sorry, the scale will help you reach more people, but face-to-face changes relationships and makes it sticky. And face-to-face will cause you to up your game. Even if it's annoying. Hey, I know you're not. We're all convinced that all you need is this and you're good.
We were.
Not true.
No, because even for me, I missed being able to have those conversations. I mean, once a year is not enough, number one, for me to be around my team personally. Like once a year, no way. Like so much can happen in a 90-day period. So when you say buy back time with that 90 days, that's massive, right?
And also we used to build local.
Yeah.
And then expand.
Yes.
And now we're like ignoring local and just, trying to reach anybody anywhere.
Yep.
And we don't have the same type of relationship. And because we don't have the same type of relationship, we don't get the same type of retention.
because people churn rate on social media. If they don't know you, they're just buying from you and they have no connection with you, then they're not going to rebuy and they're not going to dig in. I've
Now,
had people that
you
haven't.
can strengthen those. You can
Yes,
strengthen those by really building a relationship for real.
absolutely. Yes, absolutely. But people want people to drop a comment the word blank on a reel and then join their team and expect them to go do the same thing. And that is not duplication. There's no duplication in that because you can't
We
control.
think it is though. We think
Yeah.
it. You know, the people who promote the system say, "Oh, it's a magical system. It's going to do everything for you." We think because logically it makes sense. Oh, this will duplicate. This is simple. Everybody can just plug in. If you don't have here's anything that will give you permission not to face your fears and develop your skills ultimately hurts you. Okay, so sometimes the simple systems you just plug in and just push a button or whatever and it just happens, if you don't develop toughness from it, you know, it's just short term. You know, so our goal is to take a person's involvement and turn it into longer term involvement. And then from longer term involvement, turn it into an income. And then from an income, turn it into a business. That's going to happen with skills.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I can't wait because next month, not even next month, what is it, like
2 weeks?
2 weeks, I am going to be on an airplane to Vegas, and I haven't been to Vegas since 2024, and I was there like every 3 months with you, so I'm so excited. And I'm going to be attending Eric Worre's event, GoPro, in person. So there's a link above here, but can you explain to everybody?
Sure.
You're crazy. There's like a $3 ticket.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were thinking with that, but before he changes his mind, click the link.
It's an important time. Here's what I will tell you. December 5th, 6th, and 7th, 3 days. This is our 16th year, but we're doing a big 3-day network marketing training experience to teach you how to turn your involvement into an income into a business. The mindset, skill set, strategy, leadership that you need in order to be able to take advantage of the opportunity in 2026 and beyond. Okay. So normally in-person sold out. We do this in our studio here in Las Vegas for about 400 people. But we're going to have something like 80,000 people around the world watching online. And you can get a ticket for this. Normally it's $300 for an online ticket for 3 days, worth every penny. We're letting people for a short period of time get a ticket for $3. Now, I know I'm talking to leaders here, so getting a ticket just because it's $3, it's not a $3 opportunity. It's worth millions of dollars if you approach it properly. $3. She has a link that you can use to get registered. But here's the bigger opportunity. Don't just be there. Let me help you buy the time for every single person on your team. See, if you can get them to get a ticket and to show up, I'll help you buy 90 days. I'll help you buy their involvement through the holidays. I'll help you keep them around so lightning can strike. I'll help you equip them to be prepared for the opportunity. So here's what I would do if I was you. Every active person on your team, insist that they join you. This is a tool that will make you money. Every inactive person on your team, they joined your team for a reason. Insist that they come check it out. $3.
Say that again, though, the inactive, because that's powerful, what you just said.
They joined for a reason.
They joined for a reason.
You can reactivate them. They probably have unfinished business inside of your company. Maybe they thought it was going to be easier and they got discouraged. This can encourage them.
And
this event can reactivate a lot of people. Your customers, every one of your customers should check it out for $3. Just come check it out. Every prospect you have, every family member that doesn't understand what it is that you do, every one of your good friends that is confused by your involvement. For $3, have them come check it out.
Guys,
Now,
I will DM you the link. If you're not able to click it above, just drop link, LINK, and then I'll personally DM you when this is over.
yeah, and here's what I would tell you. You got a couple options. There's $3, we'll give you a live stream. There's a VIP option as well for $97, where you can get the replay of the entire weekend, a workbook, interactive breakout sessions. You're up on the screen interacting with the people in the audience. So if you consider yourself a VIP person, get yourself a VIP ticket. But make sure every person, if you have 100 people on your team, guess how many people should be part of this?
Mm-hmm.
Minimum 100.
Yeah.
It's $3. Literally, your entire. I want you to understand, for $300 total invested, 100 people on your team can get trained for 3 days.
But what if you have 20% of them that are activated? Like, think numbers here a second.
Yeah.
Do not sleep on this. Like, I'm not sleeping on this. I am literally going to every single person that I've personally enrolled, all my customers. I'm going all of them saying, listen, you have $3, 5th, 6th, 7th. You need to block off your calendar. If you're serious about wanting to change your life in the way that you do business and the way that you do network marketing or whatever, like I'm not mass texting this out, people. I am having conversations. I'm sending voice messages to my people. And I want to encourage you to do the same. Don't just drop this link when I give it to you in your chats. Don't just like mass email this out. People need to know you care about them enough to invite them to be there with you. And I want you to know that that's something that I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to challenge you to do the same.
Yeah. One by one. Really promote it. Use it as a tool. It's going to help you for sure. If you want to be able to figure out how to really maximize the opportunity that you're involved with, then plug in. But use this as a tool to get the most out of the people that you have on your team, including prospects, including customers, including inactive people. That's why I'd make it free if I thought people would treat it seriously.
Yeah, they
But
won't.
we came as close as we can. You need to click a link. You got to fill in your information, and you got to put a credit card for $3 in order to be able to get access. But it'll be a game changer for you. I want to see you win big time. If you're involved, network marketing's too difficult to do half-assed.
Yeah.
Just learn how to do it right, and you're going to enjoy yourself so much better. Imagine having growth each month without drama and stress, without having to replace all the time. You replace plus you add. That's a completely different game. So I hope I see you in a couple weeks. Marina, I can't wait to see you in person. It's going to be great.
I know. I'm so excited. I was talking yesterday.
Yes, and get your teams loaded up. It's going to be an awful lot of fun.
I love it. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate you. Drop link, and I will make sure I get you guys the link ASAP. I'll see you at GoPro.
All right. See you.
Bye.